Previously on Triple Rush.
I'm really an architect. That's what I went to school for. But this is all there is for me right now. See, it's like that pissed me off. He would have hit me with the door on purpose.
I'm thinking of not working at Mass Collective anymore.
And tonight, it's all about money.
Triple Rush, that's the mother load. That's money there.
Wait, you got out of my way, damn you.
At Quick Track, as one veteran rider pushes as hard as he can to make more money.
Oh!
This is how I pay my rent.
I would like more out of life than this.
Another veteran struggles just to make ends meet.
One check can't do it for me. I'll make $500 and bring back home $3-something. So yeah, I do need another job.
At Breakaway, a messenger plays a tricky game to bring in more cash.
A lot of messengers do it to like keep money in their pockets, you know?
And at Mess Collective, Aias, Eric, and Heather struggle to keep the company going after Justin's sudden departure.
Going from 4 riders down to 3 riders.
We can potentially lose a client. Clock is ticking to find someone soon.
In New York City, if you want to get a package from point A to point B fast, you have only one choice: Bike Messenger. Out on the streets of Midtown Manhattan, the Quick Track veteran rider known as Navy SEAL has just started his day.
My name is James Whalen, and I am 41 years old. Oh! Rocket calls me Navy SEAL because I take work very, very seriously.
Navy SEAL's first mission comes in. It's a job unlike anything he's ever run before.
Navy SEAL, the best.
I need you to fly over there and pick this up for me, my brother.
I'm not gonna play no games with this job. I gave it to our best guy, Navy SEAL.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm here to pick up a package from apartment N1H. Okay, thank you. Work track, you got something going over to,
Just a little bit of address.
Just one?
Yeah, just one.
This one here?
It's, yeah, and it's Triple Rush delivery.
Okay,
so
no problem. I will take care of it. It'll be there.
And try not to wrinkle too much.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's a $1,000 dress. I gave it to the best courier, the guy that I depend on, and that was Navy SEAL. Quick Track.
Could you please tell me how I'm supposed to deliver this if I can't fold this up? You know, I mean, it's definitely a truck if I gotta deliver it one-handed.
Yo, I know. I will pay you truck. I mean, they said not to fold it, and I don't want to fold it.
A specialized delivery demands a higher charge, or truck.
James, don't put it in your bag.
No problem.
Thank you, Navy.
I will do the job, because it is my job, and I need my job, so I'm gonna take care of it. It's absolutely ridiculous, living on one-handed biking. And I feel ridiculous, too.
When I was 17 years old, I was hit by a car, and I was laid up in the hospital for a few months. A year later, you know, I was in another accident in Brooklyn, and I was, you know, struck by a car again while on a bicycle, and I was in a coma for 5 days. After 2 near-death experiences on my bike, I keep riding because I love to ride my bike.
All for Broadway Theater.
Times Square throbs with the New York City masses, slowing Navy SEAL down as he navigates onto Broadway. Knowing he'll only get the truck pay bump if the dress is delivered on time, Navy SEAL turns on the speed, putting his life at risk riding one-handed.
Unbelievable. Riding one-handed through Times Square. Hi.
Hi, can I help you?
Yeah, I'm dropping off the stress here.
Melanie, the courier's here with the dress. She'll be right here.
Sure.
You know what?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be here 15 minutes ago. I'm definitely not paying for this rush order.
No. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. I got here as fast as I could.
And it looks a little dirty. Did you drop it or something?
No, I did not. I handled it, as carefully as I possibly could.
You can go.
Have a good day.
Well, I did the best I could with that delivery. She wasn't happy about it, and I couldn't get here that fast. But hey, I was riding my bike with only one hand, so.
Professional, huh?
People treat me poorly because I'm a bike messenger. This is how I pay my rent, and this is how I'm able to feed myself.
You know, I would like more out of life than this.
Back at Quick Track headquarters, business is booming.
86 Forsyth, get this, Corbin Holding 3.
Dispatcher Rocket and his partner Bobby work together coordinating the messengers.
Come on. Why did it take you 34 minutes?
But their techniques are very different.
34 minutes? I got guys doing 5 jobs in 34 minutes. All right, Babos?
If you say so. Hello. I'm a dispatcher, which I've been doing for over 30 years. Hello. Hey, Rocket style is loud.
He's been on the road for almost 3 hours, man. Bobby's the good guy, I'm the bad guy, right, Bobby? If you're gonna call out, they like to talk to Bobby, because Bobby's nice.
If I'm out of control and yelling and screaming, they're bikers. They're gonna be out of control.
I give them grief. That's what it is.
That's what you don't want to do.
You got to give them grief.
Just
it's not
causes
easy.
more problems.
It make our job harder, Babos. Quick Track.
Across town, the Mess Collective Co-op is reeling reeling from Justin's sudden departure, facing the holiday rush while one man down.
Hey.
Hi.
What's going on? It's important for us to find a replacement for Justin because, now it's winter. This is our busy season. Clock is ticking to find someone soon.
I think we should make a list of people that we want to ask to come in to talk to us.
I think, if we're going to be trying out other people, right now is the time to do it.
Right. Justin is leaving some big shoes to fill. We want somebody that has messengering experience. We want somebody that can be very detail-oriented with the paperwork. But, everything is still kind of up in the air. Right now, I'm really concerned about finding, a permanent member to replace Justin. I just want to, make sure that our winter is covered, and see what happens.
I'm the same. We need someone to make that commitment. We can't have someone that's 100% reliable, and then our company's going to fall apart.
While Aias and Heather scramble to pick up the pieces, across town, ex-architect turned bike messenger Scott is learning fast, getting a handle on the small details of bike delivery.
When you go into the lobby and the message center is on the other side of the building or around the corner or this or that. So I've been wasting a lot of time with that. You all set?
Yeah, I'm good. Do I have to sign anything? Okay.
Unless you want a receipt.
No, I don't want a receipt.
All right.
I'm fine.
Thank you very much.
Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you too.
Scott's run will take him from East 45th Street all the way to 15 Battery Place in the financial district, but the client wants it there in 15 minutes. Scott needs to hustle like never before.
Bike messengering is awesome. I love it. It's really fun, but I haven't been able to make the amount of money that I wanted to.
I've been running a little late all day. Heads up!
$200 a week isn't cutting it, and general hardships of New York City wearing me down a little bit. I've already learned you can't get ahead of yourself. You have to just focus on the now. So That's what I'm doing.
Heads up.
Coming up, Breakaway finds out about Scott's accident.
Scott just got hit.
There's a lot of people that hate me because I have to fire people.
And later, Navy SEAL searches for more out of life.
Can I talk to you just a second? I'm trying to make a little more money here at Quick Track.
More money?
On the corner of Broadway and 8th Avenue, Breakaway rookie Scott has just collided with a taxi cab.
Scott, if you're not empty, get empty.
Bill.
You all right?
Hit me with the door on purpose.
Hey. Calm down, Scott.
See, it's like that pisses me off. Hit me with the door.
I know. Just,
You know, it's like bull.
yeah. You, like I said, do me a favor. When you're done, come and see Andy.
No problem.
Come and see Andy. Great. Scott just got clipped by a cab. He's fine, but he's pissed off. I'm like, dude, you gotta come see Andy. Tell him. Just got hit.
Oh my God.
He's just pissed off, but I told him to come see you when he's done.
It was a reality that was going to happen anyway.
So.
If you see him, send him back.
Bob. Yeah, that's our rookie Scott that just got hit. He says he's fine, but he still has to come and see Andy.
Over at Quick Track, Rocket's managing 3 veteran messengers, Greg Ugaldi, Navy SEAL, and an old-school courier with an unusual nickname.
Roach, J-E-I. I was a biker when Roach was a biker. That's how long I know this guy.
You give it a turn over right here. Over to the spot right now. My name is James, also known in the world as Roach. Been messaging for about 2 decades already, with the aspirations of doing my own company one of these days. So I've decided to save up some money, trying to get my own messenger company. And in order to make that money, I'm gonna have to work extra hard, extra long, and I'll be extra cold. Like last night, I froze my balls off. I've been out here 20 years, you know, and you know, it's my turn. I just got my pickup just now. Got a check. I wonder how much it is. Woo! Oh man. Messengers never do nothing stupid. Never try to cash one of these checks. Deliver it. Do not try to cash it. Don't be stupid. I want something out the game. And I'm going to get something out the game. All right. Let's go, let's go. Now we're going down to the West Village. Over there. All the freakazoids are. Hello. ¿Cómo está, papi? There's somebody called delivery. Messenger? Messenger. How do you say messenger in Spanish? Yeah. Okay? Okay. All right. Thank you. I need another job. One check on Quick Track can't do it for me. I'll make $500 and bring back home 3 something. So yeah, I do need another job. To make this dream true, I gotta work hard. It's gonna take dedication. And it's gonna take a lot of saving, a lot of discipline, no hanging out, no dancing, no women, you know? And that's the hard part. That's the hard part.
18864, Corman holding 1. Quick Track.
No, you already hold 2.
You got that pickup already, Greg?
And a 575 fifth.
Gave the tip?
They didn't give me a tip, but either way, I'm gonna deliver it on time.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Listen.
You got a triple rush.
We're going to 125.
Talking flying right now, Greg.
All right, call me.
All right, give me another pickup.
Say I got a triple rush. That's the mother load.
Get out of my way, Cabby.
That's money there.
After Greg picks up the package on Park Avenue, he'll ride north to 415 West 54th Street for the drop.
Move over. You gotta share the road. Move. Okay, now we're rolling. Now we're having something done now. In and out, up and down, all around, up and down, in and out. Oh.
I got it. That's a triple rush. Very excited. Very happy. The poor customer's waiting. Once I start rolling, I'll be anywhere in 10 minutes. The good is, I think I see a fellow quick track courier. That's Navy SEAL. He's gonna turn, say hi to Waylon. I'm catching action shots.
What's up, Craig?
Yo, how you doing, man?
What's going on?
I'm confessing all my secrets.
Are you? Yeah, I sing a lot on my bike.
Oh, yeah, me too. I've already made a fool of myself.
Did you?
So, yeah, man, how you doing?
Oh, I'm having fun.
Yep. Yo, I passed my stop. I gotta go back. I see you, man. Yeah. You end up, you want to bull with your friends when you run into them. But you gotta work.
Oh, no. Damn. I'm gonna empty out in this place, and I don't like the coffee near there, man. Oh, man. They got that bitter Italian coffee. I don't like it. They charge you an extra 35 cents for it. It's one thing to pay extra. Another thing to pay extra for something you don't like. That just hurts. But it's all right. That's one of those things you can't do nothing about. You gotta separate life into the two camps. Things you can change and things you can't. And don't worry about the latter. Messaging is easy. I gotta have that damn bitter Italian coffee. Because I don't want to ride 20 blocks out of my way to look for a decent cup. I have to have this fancy.
An hour after his accident, Scott checks in at Breakaway headquarters. And because he did not complete the run, he did not earn a commission.
Yeah, head up with, uh-oh.
You all right, man?
No, my bike's not.
Oh, well, rather your bike than you. Hey, calm down, Scott, calm down. Raph, keep hustle.
It hit the pavement. My front brake, as you can see, it's supposed to look like that, but now it's all snapped and broken.
What happened?
I was taking a run. Where was I going? It was at 50th and 8th Ave. And the cab, he like cut right in front of me. All right, and there was actually a box truck coming alongside of him at the same time. Like thought I was gonna get run over. Like I'm dead. I'm dead right now. This is it.
The breakaway law is don't get into accidents.
You have brakes on this? I do. I have
He had a brake. He had a front brake.
Now it's gone.
If you do, go find another job.
I just hope that Andy doesn't like fire me or like tell me not to come in tomorrow or anything like that.
Well, hopefully you don't hear those words. All right, man, go face the inevitable. Scott, it's been a pleasure working with you.
Quick Track headquarters, Rocket and Bobby play good cop, bad cop with Roach, who's been coming in late and taking interviews for a second job.
They got one more. Call me holding 3 now. You were complaining to me and Bobby not too long ago that he's not making money. And Bobby brought up, you come in at 11, you want to leave at 3. You're not going to make money. Listen to me. From the bottom of my heart, you know how I roll. Give Bobby 9:30 to 5:30, one whole week. And I promise you'll be like, you know what, Rock, I should have listened to you from day one. You work a full day, you're gonna make that money. Bet you $100, you won't need a second job.
Well, hit me off with 3 then.
Even my best guy don't get 3 at once.
Shut up.
Even my best guy don't get 3 at once.
It doesn't matter whether you get 3 at once or
you
1
get
at
2,
once. At
pick
the
it up,
end of the day,
and get 2
25
more.
runs is still 25 runs.
Yeah, but you're stretching me out like Mr. Fantastic, man.
Come on, you're a veteran, James.
Thank you. Pick up this 641 6th Avenue and call me back. What?
You hurt my feelings when you told me to shut the up, Babos.
Because you just talk and talk and talk and talk.
I'm trying to get this guy to work. I'm trying to give him 100%, Bobby.
Hold.
Pick this up and knock it down and then knock out those 2. Quit track.
As Roach hits the road, Quick Track veteran James, a.k.a. Navy SEAL, has gone off the grid with his girlfriend, Sarah.
Let's see what I can do with a dress on my left arm.
Jim and I met on the New York City Century bike ride. He was on the 100-mile course and I was on the 55-mile course. And Jim caught my eye at the race because he kind of had this cool look about him. Like, that guy's kind of a badass. Like, huh, what's that guy's story? I think my bike's faster than yours. When I found out Jim was a bike messenger, I thought to myself, who rides 100 miles just for kicks on a Sunday when he's riding all day, all week? That was a great day.
Wasn't it? It was perfect.
That was a crazy day.
September 12th, 2010. Perfect day.
That was a crazy day. We hit it off.
Like two magnets. That's what we are, we're two magnets.
We don't want to, leave each other. You know what I mean?
We've spent every weekend together, and we have fallen massively in love with each other, and it's been fantastic. I met the nicest woman in the world on the New York City Century.
So, how are things at Quick Track? Like, how do you like being there?
Quick Track's a great company. They take care of me. I'm very well respected. I love riding a bike, but if I get a better education and I put my heart and mind into something, I could earn, much more, like double and triple what I'm earning here at Quick Track. I have to start making some moves, because I love being a bike messenger, but how far can I take this, And I have to look in my future because I met this beautiful young woman and, I would hope to get married and start a family with her. I'm looking forward actually to going back to school, and you can help me study.
I can.
You can?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. I think it's awesome that he wants to go back to school. Just getting to know him in these 3 months, he's one of the hardest workers I've ever met. Thank you. I would love it to spend my life with him, riding bikes and doing stuff outside, experiencing life together.
And we're showing people that biking and love is good,
While Navy SEAL wraps up lunch in the park, breakaway dispatcher Andrew Boromir is tapping rider Chris Lee for some midtown runs.
It says a fragile piece, 7th Avenue and 57th Street, and it's going just around the corner from there.
Although this run is a standard rush, Boromir dispatched the run late. Now Chris Lee only has 20 minutes to get it there.
My name is Chris Lee. Been a bike messenger for about a couple of years now, and I ride for Breakaway. I'm a bike messenger because I love riding my bike, and I grew up in a blue-collar family, so I'm not used to the whole white-collar job thing. I feel really uncomfortable being indoors all the time, or being in a situation where I'm not physically working, because ever since I started working at the age of 13, that's all I've done. I've only done physical labor. I'm trying to work as hard as I can and make as much money as I can with this. Breakaway is the first big company I've ever been with. Everyone knows about him, and so it's almost as if clients go to them rather than the smaller companies. They have to go and seek out people and everything.
Whoa! I can't stop! The smaller companies, you make a lot better money. You get bigger cuts of the runs. I can make $100 off of 10 runs at a co-op, whereas 10 runs at Breakaway is not really anything.
Chris Lee arrives at the pickup location, and even though the drop-off point is just 1 block south, he decides to take a shortcut.
I see kids out here that do this job, they're my age, they do it because they enjoy riding, It's not like they can't find any other job. Same case with me, I'd rather be doing this than doing retail. It's living life.
Breakaway headquarters, Scott must report his near-fatal fall to General Manager Andrew Young. But first, Andrew must deal with a messenger who has made one slip-up too many.
You did. You did not follow specific instructions about how to do this work with a big client.
How come he doesn't tell me?
There's a lot of people that hate me because I have to fire people, and I have to make decisions based on business as opposed to personal stuff. Face up to what you did and move on. I don't like that part of the job, but I have to do it. And it cost us yesterday. It cost us a lot. You've been warned repeatedly in the past. I'm not going to change my mind.
Let's go.
I don't feel good at all. I don't like having to do that. Who does, right?
It's been a pleasure working with you.
the more you ride, the more chances you have of like having stuff like that. I just hope that Andy doesn't like fire me or like tell me not to come in tomorrow or anything like that. Yeah.
So what happened? You all right?
I'm all right.
Were you wearing your helmet?
I was wearing my helmet. So this is a cab, and this is a box truck, okay? The box truck was here, the cab was here. The cab went like this, right in front of me, okay? I went diagonally over the back of his trunk lid, like airborne, onto the ground. I thought I was gonna get run over by the box truck.
When these things happen, I'm always, especially a few weeks in, I'm always, you know, it's always like,
right, I know.
You know, there are guys who've been here 12 years, nothing like that would ever happen to me.
Yeah.
Or I've been riding 25 years, never happened to me. That's actually a fairly bad thing to have happen. And it's like, is it just a one-off, or is it something that, is there something inherent in the way you ride that creates these situations? And that's what I have to be on the lookout for. That's somebody I gotta make sure that I don't let them ride because they're gonna get hurt. I want you to go home. I don't want you to ride the rest of today. All right, Scott.
Right.
I'm glad you're okay.
Thanks. I'll call you tomorrow. The way people drive around New York City is not safe. I guess I just got lucky, so I don't know. The thing that sucks the worst about it is I really felt like I was riding safe. I like this job a lot. I don't want it to get messed up because of some crap like that, you know what I mean? So.
As a cold, gray morning in New York City brings light rain, at Quick Track,
Jay Eisen.
Bad Cop Rocket predicts a heavier kind of storm.
Let's see what other drama happens with Roach today. He's killing me right now. I got $5. Something happens with that guy today.
I'm not taking that bet. I won't even take it with odds.
All right, I got $5. Something happens to Roach today. $5. Drama is on the hill. It's on the horizon. Can't wait. Quick Track, who's this?
At Breakaway headquarters, General Manager Andrew deals with riders calling in sick.
Hello. What's up? How you feeling? Do you have any sick days left? I haven't even looked. Later. If there's rain, many of the messengers, they just don't call in to work then. So you just lose business that way, and you have bad revenue days when they should be the best revenue days of the year. We'll see.
Looks like Chris didn't show up. What time to go around? Like 12:30. Usually if they don't show up by then when it's rain day, they start deactivating people. I should actually call him and find out why he didn't show up. If he tells me that he's sick, I believe him, because he never calls out in the rain. He works no matter what. As a dispatcher, it's very important for you to know where your messengers are at all times. Not only the ones that are working, but the ones who aren't working.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, what's going on there? I see you didn't come in today. You actually got deactivated.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling too well in the morning. I think like the rain last night was like messing with me or something.
I told Andy you weren't feeling good.
I appreciate it for you looking out though.
Copy that. I'll see you tomorrow then.
Okay, all right, cool. Got it. Bye. All right, let's do this.
All right, so stop by Crosby, go to Soul Cycle, drop off the T, head up with the other T's and the Soul Cycle, and then I'll call you when I'm done.
Just 20 blocks away from Breakaway, a perfectly healthy Chris Lee is risking his job for a bigger payday.
Double dipping is where you work at two companies at once. Double dipping is obviously going to get you a bigger paycheck at the end of the week. And bent the truth a little bit with Baroni, but I try to do whatever I can to make as much money as I can. Mess Collective, if they come to me saying like, hey, we need you to cover this day because we don't have anyone else, I'll be like, yeah, sure, definitely.
I make a really crappy commission over at Breakaway.
The smaller companies pay out a little bit more.
There's a lot of people that do double dip, more so than you'd think.
I mean, that's part of the game, you know?
Chris Lee hits the road, and this time, he's not riding for breakaway couriers. If Chris Lee picks up and delivers the package on time, he will receive a commission of $6.40. Working at Breakaway, he would only receive a commission of $3.99 for the same job.
A lot of messengers do it to like keep money in their pockets, you know? Oh, watch out!
I'm looking out for myself.
Chris Lee arrives at one of Mess Collective's biggest clients, In Pursuit of Tea. The Breakaway/Mess Collective double agent has only 9 minutes to deliver the tea for Mess Collective.
Those calls are kind of like, they're stupid dangerous, but then like, it's like at the same time, it kind of gives you like a little rush, you know? Wow.
As Chris Lee works on the side for Mess Collective, the brief break in the storm ends, and Rocket wins his bet regarding Roach, but in a very unexpected way.
Bike just got stolen around the corner. I had a pickup. I parked it around the corner. Somebody clipped my lock. And all they left me was this. All they left me was this, y'all. Huh? Huh? Huh?
Without a bike, Roach can't make money, putting the dream of starting his own company that much more out of reach.
Pick this up, come and hold you two right away, Johnny.
Hello? Somebody's on the line right now with them. What's going down?
He's got it. Tell him he's got it. Tell us what you see.
Yeah.
JD done. He just freaking bike got jacked.
Bike stolen. On 67th Street in Madison, out of all places, nice neighborhood.
I was gone for 10 minutes. Not even 10 minutes, 7 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Somebody took my around the corner.
When it rains, it pours.
Thieves are swift, man. That hurts.
People don't find their bikes.
It's frustrating, it's aggravating. This up everything.
In New York's Upper East Side,
So I don't know why you trying to steal my That's a rich area. Why are you trying to steal my
Quick Track rider Roach realizes the severity of the financial hit he's just suffered.
All they left me was this, on the floor. I recently paid $200 for new rims. I upgraded it from a Volkswagen to a Lexus. That's the part where the anger sets in, because I'm actually still paying that off at Quick Track, and they're taking out $50 out my check until that is paid. If I see you, I'm gonna bust your It's not a good feeling to get a bike stolen. Nobody likes it, but it's part of the job. And that's just part of New York. If you plan to have something, don't come to New York. If you're a messenger and you getting tired of your bike getting stolen, you know, either you get another job, you get a better lot.
How he got his bike stolen? Somebody broke his lock and stole his damn bike, man. He's downtown, and it's already late.
At Quick Track headquarters, Rocket flies into damage control mode, assigning Roach's pick to the nearest messenger.
Yo, James, Navy SEAL. Where do you at right now?
52nd Fence, I'm still holding the 99. Pick this up, we'll be holding two right away.
All right, I'll go pick that one up, and I'll give you a call when I got that, as soon as I got that. All right, later, man.
Navy SEAL hits the street, speeding to Roach's pickup location 4 blocks uptown.
Going up to 25 East 77.
Triple rush. There is something rock star about being a bike messenger. In fact, I tell my girlfriend, you know, I feel like a superhero when I'm on my bike. Because I'm already racing all over town, trying to earn a living out here.
Where you at, buddy?
Go with the pickup.
Fine, sir.
Get empty, knock it down, right? And then call me again, I got more.
I work on commission, and so time is money. The more work I get, the bigger my paycheck is. That's what the name of the game is. More work, more money.
Navy SEAL makes it to the drop, saving the day and keeping the Quick Track client happy. At Breakaway headquarters, double-dipping messenger Chris Lee reports in, unsure of how his sick day with Mess Collective has gone over.
Excuse me.
I was deactivated.
You were deactivated, yes. But I told them you were really sick.
They always put me back on, though.
Yeah, you're a very reliable messenger. I have to give you that. It separates the men from the boys out here, this job does. Yeah, we love each other. That's bro love right there.
Chris Lee has put one over on his clueless dispatcher for now.
Whether I work for Breakaway or Mess Collective, the one thing I know is that the faster I go, the more money I make. And when I ever do end up telling him something other than the truth, I always feel bad, and I always end up telling him the truth later on.
Across town, one of Rocket's go-to veterans is out there doing what he does best, day in and day out.
Greg just picked up the package, triple rush, going to 28 West 47th Street. Jewelry worth $800, and I got the best doing it.
I gotta deliver a triple rush.
Greg is knocking down a triple rush. Don't touch him. He only got like 5 more minutes. He's gonna make it there, though.
A triple rush is the dispatcher's problem. I get it there anyway. I love my job. I love the illusion of freedom that it gives me. There's two kinds of freedom. There's the freedom to do anything you want. That's the freedom of a rich man. And then there's the freedom to not have to do anything at all. That's my freedom. Don't have to do anything. Oh. That's you, Richard?
Yeah.
Like, I'll put your name.
That guy is fast as hell, baby.
Breakaway headquarters, architect turned bike messenger Scott is checking into work after his unpaid day off.
Sandy says you're one of these guys that you may have your first brush and nothing else.
He's like taking a chance, you know?
He's taking a bet on you.
Yeah.
Don't let him down.
Scott has been put on notice. Scott's clearly not following my directions because he got doored, and we have instructed couriers to ride in such a way that you don't get doored.
I'm not encouraged by that skull on your T-shirt. You don't have a death wish, do you?
He's on thin ice. The statistics are against him.
New York City is a really extremely hard place to live. Definitely the hardest place I've ever lived in my life. It could eat you alive really quickly. The chances of me dying are going up by the day. I'm starting to think maybe it's not worth risking your life over a freaking bag with some sweater in it.
Back at the offices of Breakaway, double-dipping messenger Chris Lee must now deal with Andy for calling in sick the day before.
So I think Andy wants to see you. Why don't you just go over there?
You didn't call in sick. You know, you tell me you're sick, you're sick. The only thing about yesterday was that a lot of guys blew me off. And then Bromie had to call you didn't call in sick. Previous. All you gotta do is check in. But where we end up on a day like yesterday is that 30 guys were sick.
Yeah.
So you can see how cynical we get after a while? You scattered and you didn't work when it rained. That you're supposed to be able to make money here. The whole point of the job is to be here and make money, right? So when you blow off in the rain and it's busy, it's like, why did I even take the job? All I'm asking in return is that little bit of respect.
Right.
That's all. That's all. All right?
All right, cool. All right.
I didn't get that look.
I wouldn't say I really lied to him. The way that I viewed this job, at least, being a bike messenger for a living, is I'm a simple person. I do the best I can. I work as hard as I can. And coming from like a blue-collar, hard-working immigrant family, I definitely appreciate every dollar that I earn. I try to work as hard as I can for my money, which includes, you know, going and working for another company.
At Quick Track, Navy SEAL's on a mission to secure his future, but asking for a raise at work is never easy.
Oh, hey, what's up? How's it going? Can I talk to you just a second, please? Sure.
Nothing bad, right?
No, I was taking it.
A couple of years ago, actually just about a year ago, I started planning what do I need to do to get a better life for me. And now that hopefully I'm going to get married and have, have children with this woman, I need to start making a life for us. I was thinking about the medical field, perhaps becoming an RN, because I want to get into the line of work where I'm actually helping people, and as inflation's going up. And one thing that does not go up is the rates that I earn for my jobs. It's a struggle, and it's hard,
Yeah, you know what's going on with me. I met this girl. She's a great woman.
That was the one you were telling me about before,
yeah,
I met on the ride?
Yeah, I met her on the New York City Century bike ride.
Sweet, man.
It's great. It's a total romantic story, and we fell in love right away. And
inspiring.
Yeah, and crazy about her anyway.
Beautiful thing.
I'm hoping, to eventually move in with her and, maybe even marry her. The thing of it is, I could, I'm trying to make a little more money here at Quick Track. Is there anything I can do to make a few more dollars? Anything I can do.
You want to work extra hours? We'll hit you as much as you want.
Like stay a little bit later?
Yeah, a little bit later.
12-hour days?
Just a little bit extra, but we'll hit you.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
For sure.
Right now, I feel caught between two worlds, being a bike messenger and going back to school. But I know that if I'm going to be with Sarah, I'm going to have to make some sacrifices now for a better tomorrow for us. But I just want to, keep moving forward, and be happy.